Hello, I'm Ringo Cross, your host. Who am I? No one in particular. Think of me as someone who likes to, shall we say, sit down in a nice dark place with a cup of coffee and write a good story, preferably to good music. Classical is best. I've learned a few things in life. I've lost far more than I can possibly hope to gain. If you're interested in knowing more, I suggest reading The Broker. Thank you for listening. Truly, I couldn't do this without you. And I do mean that literally. Oh, you didn't get the memo? You're hearing the story, by the way. Don't worry. We'll begin introductions shortly. What do I mean by that? Wonderful question. One I thought you'd never ask. Put it this way. From now on, you'll be referred to as the reader by everyone you encounter. The story is about a squad of young villains who are put together by the powers that be to do what all supervillains do. Try to take over the world, of course, and you'll be right there to witness it. Well, I suppose now is as good a time as any to say, welcome to Angel Hunters, Episode 1, New Recruits.
Greetings. Glad you could make it on such short notice. My name is William Chosen. I'd like to keep my introduction brief. Who I am and what I do isn't important. Hate to be informal, but we have a very important mission, and I'd like to begin if you already know who I am. Good. Means you've been paying attention. Don't worry. We'll have time for my story later.
The vampire before you gave you a firm handshake. His eyes were cold, like a poker player who was impossibly good at concealing his emotions. Something about him gave you chills. It wasn't the chilly vampire blood that coursed through his veins like ice water. It was the warm, electric, and simmering, apocalyptic feeling that unnerved you. His heart held a fire that screamed the woes of the damned, an everlasting heat that was as bleak and black as a dying star. William assured you not to worry with a slippery smirk. The feeling would go away in time. Everyone reacted the same whenever they met him for the first time. He had an idea why, but didn't want to seem alarming on the first meeting. With all of the formalities out of the way, he thanked you for coming with a suaveness that was both charming and disarming. He checked his Apple Watch and then casually mentioned to you,
You're probably wondering where we are, right? You're at the Bathory Estate. It's a large mansion that belongs to the vampire countess of the Northern Kingdom. Quite nice, actually. I'd be a gentleman and show you around, but it is a mansion, and right now we don't have time for me to be a good sport. I'm waiting for my last student to show. Oh, look, there she is. Maybe I'll have her show you around, since she thinks it's a good idea to be late.
Oh my badness, I am so sorry.
Late for the first day.
I know. Sorry, Sensei.
I'm not your sensei. Whatever. Just hurry up and take the last desk so we can begin. We have a lot to cover, and only around 20 or so minutes to finish this.
Okay, sorry. Won't happen again.
It better not.
he told her as he gave her an impatient glance, and then you a frustrated one, as the two of you waited for her to sit down, get back up, sort through her things, and then take forever to stuff her duffel bag under the seat. Her sheathed ninja sword rolled off the desk when she gave her bag a final kick to get it under there just right. She nervously picked her blade off the floor and gave you an awkward look, knowing full well she was making a terrible first impression. William cleared his throat in preparation for his address. All three of his students leaned forward in their seats like eager beavers. They could not believe their luck. They were about to get the speech of their lives from their idol. It wasn't even a question if he delivered the goods. He was going to tell and sell the whole angel hunter's tale with the most epic flashback that showcased one of his gritty battles in the trenches against an archangel. I mean, he was a legendary ninja after all, one of the most feared vampires in the whole world. I mean, he could see the glow in their eyes, that look every young person got when in awe of their favorite superhero or heroine.
Hello, class. I'm the liege watcher for the Bathory Vampiric Demon Clan. Today is a big step towards achieving your dreams. I hope you're prepared to suffer, because becoming an angel hunter won't be easy. Welcome to your new home. The mistress of the estate, my lovely fiancée Anne-Marie, is out on business. But I'm sure if she were here, she'd tell you not to touch anything.
He ended his epic speech with a joke that fell about as flat as a lead balloon. The three students looked at one another in absolute astonishment. Maybe they had wax in their ears. No. Oh God, no. The rumors were true. William was about as drab and crab as a stale patty. The teenage boy with the spiky, grayish white hair, scarred, shredded physique, and ashen skin raised a hand. Their sensei tried to ignore him at first, but the boy was persistent in everything he did. He raised his hand even higher and waved it around like a fool.
What is it?
William relented. The boy glanced over at you and then back at William, his noble sensei. He had the temerity to ask him,
Yeah, no offense, but how are we supposed to make history when you're the most boring person in the world?
The boy made the mistake of mistaking William's speechlessness as an invitation to make an even bigger fool of himself. He stood and pointed at you before boldly proclaiming,
I'll tell you how we can make this story blaze.
He pointed at his baffled mates and shouted,
Forget about those two. They're scrubs.
Then he placed a hand on his chest and roared like a lion.
I'm the one you came all the way here to see. You know, the one with the personality. Plus, the story is named after me. So listen to me carefully when I tell you. The name is Nero Hunter. I will become the greatest monster hunter on the planet. I'm the strongest, fastest angel demon.
Excuse me for a second.
William interrupted. Nero folded his arms and murmured,
Meh, I wasn't finished.
I know. And before you finish giving us your speech, I'd like for this to be done in order. Tell you what, consider introducing yourselves to be the first test. You'll have to wait, Nero. I think it's only natural we begin with the youngest squad member.
Fine.
Oh no. Me? Really? Are you sure?
Yes.
Aw, man. That's not fair.
She muttered under her breath before huffing and puffing in embarrassment. A funny thing happened when she eventually stood her lazy butt up. Her mood changed suddenly when the two of you innocently locked eyes. Her humiliation turned into determination in the form of a bright beam. She gave you a polite wave, hoping to make a better second impression. I mean, everything did depend on you reading this. She was self-aware enough to know that, or at least she thought she was. Who knows? Maybe she'd say something stupid like Nero. Oh God, help her if she ever ended up like that miserable basket case of a brat boy. She snapped herself out of her daydream before things really got out of hand, and then told you,
Hello, wonderful reader. My name's Lenda Landbird. Just turned 16. Dang. You just missed my birthday bash by this much. It was crazy lit. See, Daddy is this big shot next in line for the NWGO/Illuminati presidency politician kind of guy. Thank goodness, too, because I finally got to throw my party in one of those secret underground bunkers that's totally supposed to be this big deal no one's supposed to know about. Oops.
she uttered in hesitation at her own revelation.
Don't tell anyone I told you that. I'll deny it if you do. Come on, I'm already in hot water up to my ears. Ugh. Huh. I bet you're wondering what a sweet girl like me is doing here with a bitter boy like Nero. Easy, see? I'm a ninja by day, and an, reacquisitioner by night? Yeah, that's it. You see? Some of my reacquisitions got me into a tiny bit of trouble with the stupid shadow government. Daddy got fed up, made a few calls, and what do you know? I'm here. I mean, it was either this or jail, so yeah. Now I'm stuck here with you. Yay! And him. Gross. I mean, I might have spent a few days on the run as a fugitive, but who cares? My past is so boring. Oh, and I'm a vampire. Though I don't know how interested you are in that.
She finished with another smile. Nero clapped mockingly.
Ha ha! I knew it was true.
You knew what was true?
You're the notorious cat burglar.
I'm no thief. How dare you?
I'm sorry. Reacquisitioner.
Jerk.
She said before sitting back down. William looked over at the next student. He hadn't said a word this whole time. Now if that's a pupil I can turn into a proper angel hunter, William thought to himself as he shone with pride at the fact. The floor was his. Everyone waited with bated breath as the perfect student stood from his chair and introduced himself.
My name is Classified, and I am here as part of an artificial intelligence research program for a secret project that's also classified. I don't really care if you like me. As a matter of fact, you probably shouldn't. Observe all you want, observer. I don't care about any of this. All I care about is completing my mission. You shouldn't be here. You should be running home in terror. Go now. Find shelter. Lock your doors. Because when I succeed in my top secret mission, there will be nowhere to hide. I'm going to destroy you and all of humanity.
Linda gave him a quizzical look.
Huh. You don't seem too excited to be an angel hunter.
I could care less.
He bitterly grumbled. Nero jumped from his seat and pointed straight at him.
I do. So make sure you stay out of my way. I've dealt with guys 1,000,000 times stronger than you.
The boy ignored his statement without the slightest hint of emotion and added,
Are there any more questions, Sensei?
he asked before staring menacingly at you as if you had taken the last milk carton.
This isn't just a story. It's the beginning of the end for humanity.
William gave you a sly smirk, knowing full well he just ate his thoughts.
Okay, so maybe he isn't as perfect as I thought. Give him some time. He takes a while to warm up to humans.
Feeling mightily annoyed by his implacable students, He folded his arms, leaned against the side of the chalkboard, and said,
Well, we have to call you something.
You can refer to me as Nano.
What's your age, kid?
Age is for humans.
Okay. Well, humor me, please. I'd like to get this over with.
The circuitry under his skin glowed a pale neon. It followed the same pathways that veins and arteries would in a real human body. His slight brow narrowed, and his blue eyes flashed like a computer screen as he concentrated on the problem.
According to all available data, I am 17.
Thank you.
William told him, before giving you a look that told you thought that was bad. Brace yourself for the next introduction. Then he gave you a nudge with his elbow and added a little salt and pepper to the idea.
Sorry in advance if he says anything that annoys you. But he is the star of the show, so we should hear what he has to say. Even though this is a long story, and he is a star that is about as far from ready as the sun is from the earth.
Nero jumped from his seat like someone had lit a fire under his butt. He raised his fist like a victorious martial arts master receiving a gold medal. The immense power that was inside him caused a small energy rift.
The name's Nero Hunter, newest and strongest monster hunter. I'm 18 and ready to take my training serious.
Angel Hunter.
Huh? What?
We're angel hunters.
What's the difference?
We're supposed to be the villains, remember?
Oh yeah. That's right.
Nero gasped. His ashen cheeks blackened in embarrassment at forgetting the name and purpose of literally everything he had signed up for. Then, as if chagrin were a pesky mosquito, he swatted it away like a fly swatter, pointed at you and declared,
You. Yeah, that's right. You, observer person. Ignore what Nano said. You better not run and lock your doors. You better not go anywhere because I have a lot of angelic butt to throttle. You're going to hate yourself if you miss it.
Everyone rolled their eyes at his insufferable bravado. William glared at Nero before softening his expression as he glanced at you. The hint was obvious. Anything said by that guy should be taken with a hefty heap of salt. William was about to say something, but hissed in irritation instead, knowing full well Nero was allergic to good behavior. Their noble sensei had had enough. He held up his hand, took a step forward, and addressed his students.
Your introductions were terrible. You all failed the first test miserably. But don't sulk. With that very disappointing performance out of the way, we can move on to something a bit more pleasant. Picking code names. Now, before anyone gets excited, I'll be picking for all three of you, since all three of you seem to struggle with putting on your thinking caps.
Where shall I begin? Thank you for listening. I hope you find my work interesting. Can't wait for the next episode. Feel free to join my subreddit at r/WrinklecrossStories. A link will be provided in the description as expected. I have quite a few tales that may suit your dark taste while you wait for more audio files. And yes, I'll be kicking things off with Day 1 DLC. So, subscribe to my Patreon if you're into the whole client patron thing, which is an ancient Roman tradition, by the way. $4 a month. That's all it takes to help cleanse my soul. All right, see you on the next episode.